Hi, family. It's been a minute, but I am so thankful that I am back. I just wanted to get back on here and share something that God told me to share with someone. I don't know who this message is for. If you're just tuning in for the first time, my name is Cassandra Delvi, and I'm just here to share my testimony of my experiences, past and present, in hopes that it will in some way help you, encourage you, not make the same decisions that I made. You're not plan B. And this is going out to the man or the woman that's had a recent breakup, or a breakup that was a long time ago, or someone that is dealing with someone that is married. You're not plan B. That's not who you were created to be. And I lately have been receiving messages about this where there's been breakups and the other person has moved on, and they're saying, well, you know what, let's still be friends, or let's see what happens in a year from now. Maybe we should take a break. And then you're thinking, okay, now I'm going to hold on and wait for that time to pass and hope that that person decides that I'm really the one that they need, that I am the one that is perfect for them, that they see how I am as a person, and that I'm good. I'm a good person. That's the worst thing that you can do. I've done that. You are sitting and waiting for something that might never happen. Not to mention, when people are removed, when relationships are severed, it's for a reason. It's not a match. It's not where you're supposed to be. Or God didn't even plan that or bless that relationship, situationship, being someone else's side person outside of a marriage. That's not what our lives were planned for. That's not who we were created to be. And it breaks my heart when I receive messages from men and women about how much they've given, how much time they've taken, how much love, finances, whatever it is that they put into the relationship. And the other person says, I'm done, moves on, and then they're with someone else. And then you're just kind of stuck behind wondering, okay, so now what? They're happy. What do I do? And they still want to be friends with me. I can't imagine remaining friends with someone that I loved and they've moved on, or they haven't moved on. Staying in that space never allows you to heal. You stay stuck. You stay exactly where the enemy wants you to stay. You're mourning that relationship in hopes that it's going to be revived, in hopes that that person is going to come back to you and realize how amazing of a person you are. Take that as a note that this is your time to heal from that relationship. Maybe you might even start to see why that relationship was never going to work. You were trying to keep something together that wasn't meant to be. And I've done that. And I wasted so much time. And I realized that that person, looking back now, I was never supposed to be with them. If anything, you learn lessons from it. Hopefully you learn from that relationship and you move on. And when it comes to people that are married and you are the mistress, or you're the guy that's, on the side, I don't know what good can come out of that. You're going to end up getting hurt in the end. The person that is being cheated on, the husband or the wife, they're getting hurt in the end. You go on and move into a relationship with this person. How do you not know that they're not going to do the same exact thing to you? That they're not going to cheat with someone else? All the reasons that are wrong with their wife or their husband, they're going to sit there and complain about and say, oh, well, we're not together, we're separated. Whatever it is, that's still a marriage. And coming in the middle of that, it just adds a lot of unnecessary drama, chaos, and confusion. You don't want any parts of that. I remember when I was involved and I had did that. And I remembered thinking, wow, this might happen to me. I might, what's the repercussions of my actions of being involved with a married person? When I get married, that's going to happen to me. Karma's going to come back to me. I don't want that. I don't want to be that woman who's looking over her shoulder or wondering if this woman is someone else is sleeping with my husband. I didn't want that for myself. And so I can't participate and be that person. That's just, I thought it was okay for the time being, the self gratification, the attention. I thought it was okay, but it really wasn't. And that person moved on and continued to sleep with other people outside of their marriage. I just, I ask of you to just think about this. Know that nothing good can come from that, and that you were validated and loved by God before all of this. He didn't plan for you to be a plan B. You are plan A to him. And that's not what he set up for your life. He wants better for you. And that's why I say, thank you, Holy Spirit, when you're leaving these relationships, to get into relationship with God. He gave me everything that I wanted. He gives me the attention. He gives me the love. He validates me. He's a provider. He's a healer. He gives me everything that I wanted and more, that I didn't even realize that I wanted. I pray that this makes sense to someone. I pray that this helps. Do not sit around and wait for someone to let you know that they validate you, that you're okay, that you're approved, that, I can have a relationship with you and somebody else possibly. That is not our purpose. It's not okay. You don't have to agree to that. There was a young lady I was talking to, and I told her, you remaining friends with this person is only going to drag this out. And her daughter was also involved. So now you have your children that are also mourning the relationship, missing the attention from that person, the relationship from that person. And then the child's thinking, what did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. And then you're still in contact with this person. So that's not only confusing to yourself, but you're confusing your children as well. So this person's still around, but they may not ever come back. Another point that I'm being led to share is, and then how do you make room while you're wasting this time on something that's not meant to be? How do you open up the door for what's supposed to come? The person that God does have for you. That's what you should be working on, is your relationship with God, healing and moving forward. And if you were supposed to be married, that person has the opportunity to come in. God is not going to bless a mess. He's going to bring it in his perfect timing, in his perfect plan. And the longer that you're holding on and waiting for someone to figure out how amazing and phenomenal person you are, the longer it's going to take for the right person to gain access to you. Don't waste any more of your time. It's about you and your relationship with God, not someone who can't figure out what they're doing. They're in a new relationship, but they want to stay in a friendship with you. How do you think? I wonder if that other person even knows. You're staying friends with your ex. That doesn't make any sense. Why? If you share children, I could see that. But why are you staying engaged with someone that just basically said, you know what, you're not right for me? So I pray that the person that needed this message receives it. I pray that it makes sense. I thank you for listening. And I'm going to be up here more. I usually do my videos on Instagram, and now it's time to transition over here to YouTube and just share my testimony. One more thing before I end. I just completed a short podcast episode. What did I call it? Faith without works is dead. So if you have a chance to listen for about less than a half hour, it is up and ready to go. Thank you so much for listening. If you like it, hit the like button. If you want to share it, I'd appreciate that. The more the merrier. Someone needs this message. I don't know. God, that's my promoter. God is the one that always makes sure that what I have to say will get to the right person. So I know this message will be shared and received by whoever needs it. So I love you. Blessings on you, family, and thank you for listening.